Yo, what's up everyone? It's Achievemore. Listen up, because we're about to dive into the future of money, artificial intelligence. We're not talking about some sci-fi fantasy here. This is real, and it's happening right now. Tech giants like Microsoft, Google, and OpenAI are pouring over $100 billion, that's billion with a B, into AI. Why? Because they know this is the next big thing and they don't want to be left behind. Think about it. AI is already changing the game in healthcare, finance, even art and music. This isn't just a tech revolution, it's a societal shift that's going to impact every single industry. And where there's massive change, there's massive opportunity. The question is, are you going to be one of the people who profits from it, or are you going to be left wondering what happened? In this video, I'm going to break down exactly how you can ride this AI wave and potentially make some serious money. We're talking about understanding the market, looking at how the big players are investing, and most importantly, how you can get in on the action. So buckle up, hit that subscribe button, and let's get into it. Alright, before we jump into specific investments, we need to understand why everyone is so hyped about AI. Let's talk numbers for a second. Right now, the AI market is valued at around $200 billion. That's a lot of zeros, right? But get this, by 2030, experts are predicting that number will explode to over $1.8 trillion. That's trillion with a T. We're talking about nearly a tenfold increase in less than a decade. To put that into perspective, imagine buying a rental property today for $200,000 and then selling it for almost $2 million in just a few years. That's the kind of growth potential we're talking about with AI. But here's the thing, this isn't just about some abstract tech bubble. This growth is being fueled by real-world applications that are changing how we live and work. Think about it. AI is already being used to develop life-saving drugs, automate complex tasks, and even create stunning works of art. We're talking about self-driving cars that can navigate traffic better than humans, personalized medicine that targets diseases with pinpoint accuracy, and even algorithms that can compose music that rivals the greatest composers in history. This is not science fiction, people. This is the future unfolding right before our eyes. And the best part? We're still in the early innings of this AI revolution. It's like investing in Apple back when the first iPhone came out. The potential for growth is absolutely mind-blowing, but here's the catch. You can't just blindly throw money at anything with AI in the name and expect to get rich. Just like with any investment, you need to be strategic, you need to do your research, and you need to understand the risks involved. But if you're willing to put in the work, the potential rewards are absolutely life-changing. So, how do you identify the winners in this AI gold rush? Well, one of the best ways is to look at what the biggest players in the game are doing. Alright, let's talk about the big dogs, the companies that are betting billions on the future of AI. These guys aren't just dipping their toes in the water, they're diving headfirst with massive investments. Take Microsoft, for example. They just poured a whopping $13 billion into OpenAI, the company behind ChatGPT. Now, if you've been living under a rock, ChatGPT is this crazy powerful AI chatbot that can write poems, code websites, and even hold conversations that are almost indistinguishable from humans. Microsoft sees the potential here, and they're not afraid to back it up with a boatload of cash. Then you've got Google, the undisputed king of search. They've been investing heavily in AI for years, pouring over $100 billion into research and development. From their voice assistant to their self-driving car project, Waymo, Google is betting big on AI to dominate the future. And let's not forget about Amazon. They're using AI to power everything from their recommendation algorithms to their warehouse robots. They're even developing cashierless grocery stores where you can just walk in, grab what you need, and walk out without ever pulling out your wallet. The future is now, people. But here's the thing, it's not just the tech giants that are getting in on the action. Companies in every industry are realizing that AI is no longer optional. It's essential for survival. We're talking about healthcare companies using AI to diagnose diseases earlier and more accurately, financial institutions using AI to detect fraud and manage risk, and even manufacturing companies using AI to optimize their production lines and reduce waste. The takeaway here is that AI is infiltrating every single sector of the economy. This isn't just a tech trend, it's a fundamental shift in the way we do business. So, how can you, the average investor, capitalize on this once-in-a-generation opportunity? Chapter 3. Now for the part you've all been waiting for. How to actually invest in AI and potentially make some serious bank. The good news is, you don't need to be a billionaire tech CEO to get a piece of the pie. There are actually a ton of different ways to invest in AI, depending on your risk tolerance and investment goals. First up, let's talk about stocks. Investing in publicly traded AI companies is one of the most straightforward ways to get exposure to this booming industry. We're talking about companies like NVIDIA, which makes the powerful GPUs that power AI algorithms, or C3.ai, which provides AI software solutions to businesses. Now, I'm not going to give you specific stock recommendations because, I'm not a financial advisor. But the key here is to do your research. Look for companies with a strong track record of innovation and growth. And remember to diversify your portfolio. Next up, we've got ETFs, or exchange-traded funds. These are like baskets of stocks that track a specific index or sector, in this case, AI. Investing in an AI ETF is a great way to get broad exposure to the industry without having to pick individual stocks. Some popular AI ETFs include the Global X Artificial Intelligence and Technology ETF, AIQ, and the Global Robotics and Automation Index ETF, ROBO. Now, if you're feeling a little bit more adventurous, you can always dip your toes into the world of cryptocurrencies. Believe it or not, there are actually a ton of crypto projects that are leveraging blockchain technology to power AI applications. We're talking about things like decentralized AI marketplaces where developers can share and monetize their AI algorithms, or AI-powered prediction markets where you can bet on the outcome of future events. Of course, investing in crypto is not for the faint of heart. It's highly volatile and there's always the risk of losing your entire investment. But if you're willing to stomach the risk, the potential rewards can be astronomical. Finally, let's talk about startup investing. This is where things get really interesting, but also much riskier. Investing in AI startups is like betting on the next Google or Amazon before they become household names. You're essentially backing a team of entrepreneurs with a big vision and the potential to disrupt entire industries. Now, investing in startups used to be reserved for accredited investors, the super rich. But thanks to platforms like AngelList and Republic, anyone can now invest in promising startups with as little as a few $100s. The key here is to do your due diligence, understand the business model, and assess the team behind the startup. And remember, investing in startups is extremely risky and most startups fail. But if you happen to pick the next big thing, the returns can be life-changing. Chapter 4. Okay, before you go all in on the AI hype train, let's talk about the elephant in the room, risk. Because just like with any investment, there's always the potential to lose money, especially in a sector as fast-moving and unpredictable as AI. One of the biggest risks to consider is regulation. Governments around the world are still trying to figure out how to regulate AI, and there's always the possibility of new laws or regulations that could stifle innovation or even ban certain AI applications altogether. Imagine investing in a self-driving car company, only to have the government slam the brakes on autonomous vehicles. Not a pretty picture, right? Another risk to keep in mind is market volatility. AI stocks and cryptocurrencies can be incredibly volatile, swinging wildly in price based on news headlines, investor sentiment, or even just Elon Musk tweeting something cryptic. Remember the meme stock frenzy of 2021? Yeah, that kind of volatility can wipe out your gains faster than you can say artificial intelligence. Then there's the competition. The AI space is incredibly competitive, with new companies and technologies emerging all the time. Some companies will inevitably fail, while others will get acquired or merge with larger players. The key here is to invest in companies with a clear competitive advantage, whether it's a superior technology, a strong brand, or a loyal customer base. And finally, let's talk about the biggest risk of all, FOMO, or the fear of missing out. When you see everyone else getting rich off AI, it's easy to get caught up in the hype and make impulsive investment decisions. But trust me, FOMO is not a sound investment strategy. So how can you mitigate these risks? Well, first and foremost, don't invest more than you can afford to lose. This is investing 101, people. Second, do your research. Don't just invest in something because it sounds cool, or because everyone else is doing it. Take the time to understand the technology, the market, and the risks involved. And finally, diversify your portfolio. Don't put all your eggs in one basket, especially in a volatile sector like AI. Spread your investments across different asset classes, industries, and companies to reduce your overall risk. Remember, investing is a marathon, not a sprint. The AI revolution is just getting started, and the companies that succeed in the long run will be the ones that can adapt, innovate, and navigate the inevitable challenges that lie ahead. So there you have it, your crash course on how to capitalize on the AI revolution. Remember, this isn't some futuristic fantasy, it's happening right now. The question is, are you going to be a spectator, watching from the sidelines as others get rich? Or are you going to step up and become an investor in your own future? Now that you know the strategies, the potential rewards, and yes, the risks involved, it's time to take action. Don't just let this information sit idle. Start researching, explore different investment options, and most importantly, take that first step towards securing your financial future in the age of AI. And hey, while you're at it, let me know in the comments which AI investment excites you the most. Are you bullish on AI stocks, intrigued by crypto projects, or ready to dive into the world of startup investing? Let's keep the conversation going, and don't forget to smash that like button and subscribe for more investing tips and tricks. Until next time.